This week on Machinery Pete TV, Pete is back at the Tim and Linda Stegbauer auction, and despite a cosmetic flaw, their 2007 John Deere 8330 brought in a strong price. We'll take a look at the oldest known John Deere D. And Pete visits with Kevin Wendt and finds out what's new at the Wendt Group.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support.
Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.
Hey folks, where I grew up in western Minnesota, you said the word chili. It was kind of bland. It was yummy, but I tell you, we're in southern Ohio. Cincinnati-style chili is in vogue down here. We're in Fayetteville, Ohio. Now that Cincinnati-style chili, you wouldn't think with spaghetti noodles and chocolate it's good, but I tell you got to try it. And we're going to have fun today. A beautiful farm auction for Tim and Linda Stegbauer, and they have a low-hour John Deere 8330, just over 1,600 hours on it.
Before we watch these babies sell, we got to go back to the studio to catch up on the very latest farm equipment news.
Thanks, Greg. Well, a new report shows the autonomy market is expected to grow nearly 25% through 2030. The study is from USD Analytics Market. The group evaluates market size, trends, as well as forecasts the trends coming through 2032. USD Analytics Market projects the market will grow 24.5% over the next 6 years. They say the drivers of that are just the increased need for automation in agriculture due to labor shortages, as well as tech advancements. But the firm notes there are some major challenges to seeing more growth, which includes equipment costs and tech adoption. The two hotspots for autonomous tractor adoption include North America and Europe, but the fastest growing regions are Latin America and Asia Pacific. Well, nearly 40% of U.S. farmers work more than half the year off the farm. That's according to data from the 2022 Census of Agriculture. Farmers in 3,078 U.S. counties filled out the survey, and 83 of those counties, or nearly 3%, have at least 50% of producers working off the farm 200 days or more. It's harvest season, a good reminder to be safe around grain bins. Purdue University's Biological Engineering Department releasing its latest confined space incident report. It found that in 2023, there were 55 confined space-related injuries and fatalities. That's down 34% from the year prior and below the 5- and 10-year averages. That said, the authors point out 2022 was an abnormally high year. And breaking it down by case, about half of the injuries or fatalities were grain bin entrapments. There were 4 falls into or from grain storage structures. All right, that's a look at the news. Now let's take a look at some recent prices from around the country.
Hey, stay tuned, folks. Coming up, what could be the hottest item on the whole auction. Owner Tim Stegbauer was getting tons of calls on this baby, a super sharp John Deere S670 combine. It's only got 562 SEP hours on it.
Kerr Auction of Mount Sterling, Illinois wants you to consign with them today. Feature your equipment in one of 4 year-end sales coming up on November 26th in Torrington, Wyoming, December 10th in Timewell, Illinois, December 19th in Mount Sterling, Illinois, and December 30th in Alma Center, Wisconsin. All with live on-site and online bidding. To learn more, call 217-242-9600 or visit online at kerrauction.com and download the Kerr Auction app.
Keeping your equipment clean can be frustrating and time-consuming. It doesn't have to be. Check out Dakota Wash and the power of foam from Dakota Ag Innovations. The user-friendly foam cuts grease, won't harm painted surfaces, is wash bay approved, and is easy on delicate electronics. Multiple foaming options and complete packages available no matter the scale of your operation and equipment. Cut your cleaning time significantly and get your equipment back to work. Find Dakota Wash and the Power of Foam at your local farm store or check them out online at poweroffoam.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Want to get smarter and have some fun while you're at it? Introducing Unscripted and Grow Getters, two of agriculture's most entertaining and engaging podcasts. Hosted by U.S. Farm Report's Tyne Morgan and Ag Day's Clinton Griffiths, Unscripted is your chance to meet the personalities behind the personalities. And with heart and humor, Grow Getters with host Davis Michelson explores Ag's most innovative side hustles. You can find Unscripted and Grow Getters on the Farm Journal YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey folks, I'm here with Tim and Linda Stegbauer, the owners, sellers here in Fayetteville, Ohio, and I understand, guys, your combine in particular, generating an inordinate number of inquiries. Can you tell us what's been happening?
Yes, of course, when it started coming out in the ads and magazines, my phone started ringing. Got a lot of calls on the combine, a lot of calls on the 8000 series tractors.
Right.
But yet, everybody's commenting how low the hours are, how clean it is, and how good a shape it's in, and it's generated a lot of interest.
And your S670, again, what years? Is it a 15?
It's a 14, I think it's a 14 or a 15.
And hours on it again are low. What?
1074 engine and 550 separator.
Wow. And had you picked this up just a few years ago, or just had?
No, interesting story behind it, but it had 97 hours on it when I bought it.
Okay.
So it was a very low use. Yes.
And you bought that also from the salesman that you deal with, Randy?
Yes. Correct.
With Koenig? Okay.
Yes.
Linda,
yes.
What was your favorite? You have a beautiful line to choose from here. You could choose the B or the H. Now, which was your favorite tractor?
Well, I drove the 8330. That was my grain cart tractor, and that was my job, was pulling the grain cart. So we're friends. She's a good little tractor.
Nice. And you said grain cart. Now I get teased a lot. Grain cart, auger cart, whatever. Here in this part of Ohio, is that what most people, your guys say grain cart?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner, supper, soda. Pop. We run into a lot of interesting conversations, but no, your guys' equipment again is just dazzling. Well, folks, if we talk trends in the used combine market, there are a couple things going on right now. The major driver is just the raw number sold at auction has just shot skyward. So not surprisingly, the average auction price last year on a John Deere S670 fell pretty hard, down 23.9% to just under $100,900. But the very nicest ones, the demand is still high, and boy, we got a beauty today. Only 562 step hours on this thing.
And now 110. You look at mama, look at 10, you look at 110, 20, you look at 20 now 30. You look at 30 now 40, you look at 50. You look at 50, you look at 150, 60. You look at 160, 70. You look at mama, look at 70, you look at 170,000. And now 80. You look at 80 now 90. You look at 90, you look at $190,000. 20, you look at 190. You look at 190 now 2. You look at $200,000. 20, you look at 200. You look at 200. You look at $200,000. 20, you look at 195, now 200. You look at TV, look at $200,000 on 80, look at 2 to buy. You look at TV, look at 2, now 5. You look at 205. You look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them, look at 205,000. You look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them, look at 205. You look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them, look at 205,000. You look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them, look at 205. You look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them. Boys, we don't want to miss your bid, but what a combine. You look at 205. You look at 2, look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them, look at 205,000. You look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them, yes or no, I'm gonna go. You look at 5 of them, 5 of them, look at 5 of them, look at 205. Everybody else, 205, 205 to bid on them and die. Sold $200,000, Porter 200. 65. Bidder number 65. Thank you, bidder number 65.
Well, folks, the last 14 months, I've seen 32 J&M 875 grain carts sold at auction. Average price $22,478. We've got a really nice one here today.
Hey, look at 25, 25, 25, 23, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You look at 7, you look at 27, you're out online. You look at 7, you look at 27,000. You look at 7, you look at 7, you look at John, now 8. You look at 28, John. You look at 7, now 8. You look at 7, look at 50, you look at $28,000, John. You look at 50, you look at 27,500. I'll do that. You look at 27,500. You look at 5, 27. 5, you look at that. And you look at 5, 27, 5, what you say, John? You look at 27, 5, you look at it all, everybody else, 27, 5, 27, 5, you look at all, and die. So $27,000, Internet is the winner. 5083.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
You look at 82.5, everybody else, you look at 82.5 to bid on them and die. Sold $82,000, Internet bidder, $56,000. You look at 5, look at 7, look at $56,000. You wave it at 55, look at 7, look at $56,000. Everybody else, $56,000, $56,000 on them and die. Sold $55,000. Out of line, you look at $20,000, Tony, look at 20, yes or no, $20,000 on them and die. $20,000, you made it, and now $20,000 on them and die. Sold $19,750. Look at $11,000, Sean Avery, look at everybody else, $11,000, Sean Avery, now 2.5. You look at David, he said no, sold them to you, $11,000. You're all in line, you look at 28.5, everybody else, 28.5, bid on them and die. Sold $28,000.
Cleaning aluminum stock and grain trailers is now easier than ever with just a weed sprayer, garden hose, and Bright Plus aluminum cleaner. Start from the bottom and work your way up. Watch the foam release any embedded dirt and grime that soap and water won't touch. Rinse thoroughly. User-friendly, biodegradable, and available in different sizes to fit your needs. You can now pull a clean trailer without the chance of damaging the aluminum. Find Bright Plus aluminum cleaner at your local farm store or check them out online at trailercleaner.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you. What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. Hey folks, I'm here with Scott Meldrum, Integrated Solutions Manager with Van Wall Equipment here in Iowa. And let's talk Precision Ag Essentials.
So Greg, what do we have here is a way for growers who maybe don't have the latest technology, say displays, receivers, and they want to upgrade and get the latest and greatest, but the price maybe deters them a little bit.
Sure.
The Precision Ag Essentials it's a bundle. It comes with a Starfire 7000 receiver, which is our current receiver. It comes with a G5 Plus display in there, which is our latest display, and an M or an R series modem. The Starfire 7000 can run on our SF1 signal, or for $1,500 annually, they can go to what's called SFRTK. So repeatable, up to 5 years repeatability. So that's the highest quality signal that we have. Now let's move to the display. It's a G5 Plus, but what makes this different from our G5 universal display is that this one doesn't have any permanent activations on it. So there is an annual subscription or license that the grower, should they decide to utilize it for the higher ones the next season, they would have to pay that annual license. The M or R series modem, it's John Deere's telematics platform. So if we install it in a sprayer, a tractor, a planter, a combine, we can see where they're at. The other aspect of that is it allows us for wireless data transfer. So if we are planting, it will wirelessly transmit the data from the display to the John Deere Operations Center. Also allows what's called remote display access functionality. So we, a dealer or someone else in that farming operation, can remote into this display and see what's going on. You may have a question that we can see what's going on with that display, walk you through, get you up and going quicker.
Hey folks, a really special Tractor Tales for you this week. We're going to check out the oldest known existing John Deere D. It was the fourth one built, and it's owned by the Reed family from Shawnee, Kansas. Okay folks, it's time to learn about the oldest known John Deere D tractor. And I'm here with Justin Reed. Justin, you're from Shawnee, Kansas?
Yes.
And this is your father, Kenny?
Yes, this is my dad's tractor. A good friend of his had told him about this and convinced him that he needed to go bid on it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Justin, the story is the first two Ds were kind of scrapped in production?
Yes, according to the notes and archive, the serial number ending in 1 and serial number ending in 2 were both scrapped due to casting issues. Number 3 is unknown, and this is number 4, built.
Almost 100 years old now.
Exactly. It will be soon.
When this thing was built, I understand it headed up into North Dakota?
Yes, so these went to Minot. A lot of them were shipped to Minot, North Dakota. The 23D was hand built, and there were 50 of them built. The first 50 have a lot of unique features, what we call the ladder radiator with the slots in the sides of the radiator, hand built front axle. It's not a casting like the later ones.
So now here again, the oldest known D to exist. What do people, time you guys have owned this, what do people say when they see it or get up close to it, this piece of John Deere history?
They're just fascinated that it's still here with us, that it's survived this many years and is very well intact.
Well folks, the wait is almost over here. Coming up, our feature item on the show today, a pre-def 07 John Deere 8330. It's only got 1,628 hours on it.
The sun and weather can take its toll on your equipment's appearance. Fix faded paint with Dakota Shine. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Remove stubborn oxidation with Dakota Prep. Rinse and fix faded paint with Dakota Shine. Kits available in multiple sizes to fit your needs. Apply using a paint gun or aerosol can. It is not a wax and works on most painted surfaces, decals, rubber, vinyl, and all colors. Increases value and improves appearance. Find it at your local farm store. Check them out online at dakotashine.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Honestly, folks, when I looked at the Wendt Group's website, which they do a great job there with all the pictures on their upcoming auction, this is the tractor on this auction that really grabbed my attention. A pre-def 2007 John Deere 8330. It's only got 1,628 hours on it. And I could tell you that the 4 of the 5 highest auction prices ever have come just in the past 18 months. And if we talk top 5 auction prices to get into that range, it starts at $205,000.
Tim wants everybody to know there is a hairline crack right there on the side, right there above the tire. All right. I'm a dollar Sean, maybe to be the bomb, maybe the bomb, get found, and a dollar Sean, maybe to be the bomb, get 200,000. You look at cheap, the bomb, get 200,000 dollar Sean, maybe the bomb, get cheap, the bomb, 100 and go. You look at money, the bomb, get 100 down, 10 down, 20, and now 30, 40. You look at 40, 50. You look at 50, 60. You look at the bomb, get 160,000. You look at mama, look at 70. You look at the bomb, get 160, 70. You look at mama, look at 70,000 now 80. You look at 180,000 dollar Sean, maybe the bomb now 90. You look at down, maybe the bomb, get down, maybe the bomb, get 190, 85. $590. You look at mama, look at down, look at 190,000. You look at mama, look at 90. Deal, we're out. Give 190. You look at down, look at 190. Now 5. You look at 95 at about 191, 192. You look at 192, 193. You look at 3 now 4. You look at 194. You look at 4. We'll give it about 194. And now 195. You look at 95 at about 195,000. You look at 194, 195. You look at 95 at about 195. You look at 95 at about 195. Check right here. 195. You look at 95 at about 195. You look at 95 at about 195. Everybody else, you look at 195 to bid on them, and I sold 194,000. Headed to Melmore, Ohio. 195.
Well, folks, strong bidding on the 2007 8330, 1,628 hours, comes in at $194,000. That is the 6th highest auction price I've ever seen on 8330, and it did have a little crack in the hood, but still, that buyer demand pretty strong.
Well, you know, folks, 10 years ago this spring, I remember a very famous auction up in Big Rapids, Michigan. It was on March 15th of 2014, and on that auction was this immaculate 1992 John Deere 4055 two-wheel drive tractor with one owner, only had 498 hours on it, and it's sold by Vander Koch Auction, and it sold for $63,750. And I posted our Machinery Pete YouTube video of it selling. And folks, I remember after that sale writing a blog basically saying, geez, you know, I don't think this record will ever be broken. Well, a little over 2.5 years later, it went to a farm auction in St. Edward, Nebraska on December 19th of 2016, sold by my friend auctioneer John Tenney. Here's a picture of the 4055 that sold that day, an 89 model two-wheel drive, only had 215 one-owner hours on it, and that sold for $93,000. And pretty much same deal, folks. We posted the Machinery Pete YouTube video of it selling. People chattered about it. And again, the feeling was that record price will never be touched. Well, I think you know where I'm going on this. Last Monday, April 29th, 2024, on the retirement auction for R&M Motors in Berlin, Wisconsin by Wilkinson Auction Realty, this John Deere time machine was on the auction. It was a 92 4055. It was a mechanical front, but it only had 22 actual hours on this thing. We knew it was going to sell high, but folks, I mean, are you sitting down? It sold for $275,000, almost exactly triple that previous record price of $93,000 from over 7.5 years ago. And that, folks, this just isn't a dramatic example of the increasing interest in these super nice condition tractors from the 80s and 90s.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us on Machinery Pete TV here from Fayetteville, Ohio. And I just got to tell you, I mean, I love online auctions, they're great fun, but to be at a farm auction with a huge crowd like this, Tim and Linda Stegbauer's retirement auction today by the Wind Group, so much fun to be here, and fun to watch that combine sell, that S670 for $200K. We'll see you back here next week on Machinery Pete TV.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support.
Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.